There is a fruit that ancient civilizations considered so powerful they used it as a symbol of life, fertility, and immortality. Modern science is starting to understand why. To fight cancer, protect the brain from Alzheimer's, rebuild the gut microbiome, and extend the time your muscles can perform before exhaustion. Because what researchers have discovered inside this fruit, hiding in its seeds, its skin, and its juice, is a collection of compounds so potent that they are now being studied for their ability. The fruit is pomegranate, and chances are you are dramatically underestimating it. Let's start with what is actually inside one pomegranate, because the numbers are striking. One whole pomegranate gives you 11 grams of fiber. That is nearly half of most people's daily target in a single fruit. It delivers 32% of your daily vitamin C, 27% of your daily folate, 13% of your potassium, and meaningful amounts of magnesium and phosphorus. All at 234 calories with only 3 grams of fat. But the nutritional label doesn't tell the full story. Not even close. The real power of pomegranate lies in its antioxidants. Specifically 3 compounds that researchers keep coming back to: punicalagins, anthocyanins, and ellagitannins. These aren't just generic antioxidants. They are among the most studied, most potent plant compounds identified in modern nutritional science. And pomegranate contains them in concentrations rarely found anywhere else in nature. So what do they actually do inside your body? The first thing they do is fight inflammation, and this matters more than most people realize. Chronic inflammation isn't like the swelling you get from a twisted ankle. It's a slow, silent, persistent activation of your immune system that quietly drives some of the most devastating diseases of our time: heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and cancer among them. Punicalagins, compounds unique to pomegranate, have been shown to have powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. Research shows that consuming pomegranate juice reduces measurable markers of inflammation in the body. Not theoretically, measurably. Now let's talk about your heart, because the evidence here is particularly compelling. Pomegranate is rich in polyphenolic compounds, the same class of compounds consistently linked to cardiovascular protection. But what makes pomegranate stand out is a specific clinical finding. In a study on people who already had heart disease, drinking pomegranate juice reduced both the frequency and the severity of chest pain. It also improved biomarkers indicating a direct protective effect on heart health. Additionally, daily pomegranate juice consumption has been shown in research to lower both systolic and diastolic blood pressure, the 2 numbers your doctor watches most closely, after just 2 months of regular intake. For a fruit, 2 months, measurable blood pressure reduction. Now your brain, and this is where the science gets genuinely remarkable. Pomegranate contains antioxidants called ellagitannins. Inside your gut, these ellagitannins are converted by your gut bacteria into a compound called urolithin A, and urolithin A has been studied specifically for its ability to reduce inflammation in the brain and delay the onset of cognitive diseases. Research suggests ellagitannins may help protect the brain against both Alzheimer's disease and Parkinson's disease, by reducing oxidative damage and increasing the survival rate of brain cells. And it doesn't stop there. A 2023 systematic review found that consuming pomegranates daily can improve cognitive function in healthy individuals and lower the chance of cognitive impairment. This isn't about reversing disease after it develops. This is about protection, building a neurological environment that is more resistant to decline in the first place. And pomegranate appears to contribute to exactly that. Moving to your gut, because the connection between pomegranate and gut health is one that researchers are only beginning to fully understand. Test tube research has found that pomegranate increases levels of beneficial gut bacteria, functioning essentially as a prebiotic, feeding the microorganisms that keep your digestive system, immune system, and even your mental health running properly. On top of that, the 11 grams of fiber in a single pomegranate directly fuels those bacteria, supports regular bowel movements, and protects against digestive conditions. A healthy gut microbiome isn't just about digestion. Research continues to link it to immune function, mood regulation, inflammation control, and metabolic health. Pomegranate addresses the gut on multiple levels simultaneously. Now let's talk about 3 benefits that most people never associate with pomegranate at all. The first is exercise performance. Research has found that pomegranate extract increased time to exhaustion in trained cyclists and improved both endurance and muscle recovery in athletes. The polyphenols in pomegranate appear to reduce oxidative stress during physical exertion, allowing muscles to perform longer before fatigue sets in. If you exercise regularly, this is a meaningful edge from a completely natural source. The second is urinary health and kidney stone prevention. Pomegranate extract has been shown to inhibit the specific mechanism associated with kidney stone formation in people with a history of recurrent stones. Animal studies also found it helps regulate the blood concentrations of oxalates, calcium, and phosphates, the 3 primary building blocks of the most common type of kidney stone. One important note: pomegranate is high in potassium. If you have existing kidney disease, talk to your doctor before making pomegranate a daily habit. The third is antimicrobial protection, particularly in your mouth. Compounds in pomegranate have been shown to reduce the growth of bacteria responsible for bad breath and tooth decay. This is a fruit that actively works against the microorganisms attacking your oral health every single day. There's also emerging research on skin health that deserves attention. A 2022 placebo-controlled study found that daily pomegranate extract supplementation reduced the appearance of severe wrinkles, improved the skin microbiome, and lowered excess skin oil production. The antioxidants in pomegranate, particularly the compounds that fight oxidative stress, appear to protect skin at a cellular level, slowing the visible signs of aging from the inside out. Now a few practical things worth knowing before you go buy a pomegranate. Whole fruit versus juice. Just like with grapes, this distinction matters enormously. Pomegranate juice won't provide meaningful fiber and loses significant vitamin C compared to eating the whole arils. The juice still delivers antioxidants, but the whole fruit delivers the complete package. What about pomegranate peel? Research is showing that the peel contains even higher concentrations of some antioxidant compounds than the arils themselves. Pomegranate peel extract is increasingly being studied for anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, and antioxidant benefits. And for anyone on blood pressure medication, pomegranate may interact with certain drugs the same way grapefruit does. Check with your doctor if you take medication for blood pressure or any other chronic condition. Add them to yogurt. Sprinkle them on salads. Toss them into a smoothie. Eat them straight from the bowl. The point is to eat them, because the research on what they do once they're inside your body is too compelling to ignore. Here's what we know. Pomegranate delivers fiber, vitamin C, folate, and potassium in meaningful amounts. Its antioxidants, punicalagins, ellagitannins, and anthocyanins, fight chronic inflammation, protect your heart, guard your brain against cognitive decline, feed your gut microbiome, improve exercise performance, support kidney health, protect your teeth, and may slow visible aging from the inside out. Daily consumption has been linked to measurable reductions in blood pressure after 2 months. Measurable improvements in cognitive function. Measurable protection against the mechanisms that cause kidney stones. All from a fruit that you can buy at any grocery store. If this changed how you think about what you're eating, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe for more content like this. And drop a comment below. Have you ever eaten a whole pomegranate, or have you only ever had the juice? Let's talk about it.